Coming to you from international headquarters of ScottieDTV, but I was down at Concept One Pulley Systems track day at Atlanta Motorsports Park, and they invited a 66 Chevelle I think you're all going to like. Let me get the camera turned around. We'll take a quick look at it. Kent, what a cool car. Tell me a little bit about it.
Well, you want the whole story or the...
Well, we got 3 or 4 minutes.
Car was originally a restored clone, big block clone, which was a really nice car. The owner approached me and looked at doing something with it. We just mutually agreed that he was going to drive the car a lot. So we wanted to give him all the technology we could, but at the same time, our goal with that car was from 30 or 40 feet away to make it look like the real thing, a stock original 66 Chevelle. Also, one aspect of it was we wanted something that wouldn't date quick. Mutually agreed to try to maintain the paint that was on the car because it was really nice. It wasn't perfect, gaps wasn't perfect, that kind of thing, but we didn't want it to be. We wanted it to be, a high-end driver.
So that's not original paint, but that's the paint was on it when you bought it?
Yes.
Okay.
15-year-old paint. So we flat buffed it and ceramic coated it, got the paint to look its best, but everything that's on the car that's yellow stayed. But from the firewall, the underpinnings under the car, the interior in the car, it got cut up. We new spec series chassis. Haven't had any experience with that particular chassis till now, and it was a good fit for what we were doing. And the process evolved as we were building it. We put that chassis under it, and we decided, at the time, some other guys were doing something similar, and they were making their LS engines look like a big block. So we elected maybe to do make it look like a small block. It's a stock LS3 long block we sent to Mast Motorsports. They did a cam and a blueprint package on it. They call it their their old school muscle car package. And of course, as with all my builds, it's got all Concept One pulleys.
Can't beat them.
Nope,
no.
Can't beat them. I think I've been in business 15 years and I've never used anybody else, and will never use anybody else. They're great guys.
Ever since
friends.
I came across them too, they approached me. I looked at their product and started to realize not just their product, but who they are as people and how they work. And I was
the whole
like,
package.
Ain't no sense in going anywhere else. If I'm going to tell people to use a product, it's Concept One pulleys.
Yep.
You left the final top and everything on it, right?
Yeah,
so it's like, why would you think? You wouldn't think. That's just a nice refinished car there.
Right.
The Steelies. Yeah,
it kind of sneaks up on you. The whole car sneaks up on you.
That draws you in because you don't see many muscle type cars with Steelies on it. Nope. And then the way you took the hubcap and put it in the middle so it looks like a steel, much cooler than GM would have sent, but still looks kind of that look to it, That was
a new old stock set of original 66 Chevelle hubcaps that we found and sourced.
Man.
Oh yeah, and the guy that
you had to go then, I guess, and take out the center of those to make those fit perfect, or it just
no,
happened
actually,
to work?
Those are Detroit wheel. And I told them what hubcap I was going to run, and they came pre-drilled.
Oh, wow.
I already had the clips. Everything was really done for me. I had that set of tires made,
what size are they?
They're 18s.
All the way around?
All 4 corners, 18s. Yeah. And it's an 18 by 10 on the rear, 18 by 9 on the front. We didn't tug the car. It's a 550 horsepower car. It's got a Tremec TKO 600 5-speed. But it's a really good driving package. It's got vintage air.
What about the interior?
The interior, believe it or not, that's the original seat cores. And I had my interior guy, Tim's Auto Upholstery. They took and handcrafted a set of leather interior door panel seat covers that mimic the original really close. And we had Contour build that steering wheel to mimic the original steering wheel as close as we could.
Awesome.
Right down to Dakota gauges that look, they're black faces with white numbers. They look a lot like the factory. The whole package, and that was the goal, was to make it look as much like the real thing.
And I think that you get to a level of cool that's it.
You
can be just as cool, but there's nothing that's going to make it any cooler. You start piddling with it and you're going to start losing from that.
It's the ultimate car. It'll do everything. You can cruise in it, you can tour in it. The owner, Russ Welch, he's a great customer, a great friend, and he turned me loose and let me build it like I would build that if it was mine. At the end of the day, on that car, it almost went too well. When I say it went too well, when we got finished with the car, the underpinnings, the chassis, the exhaust, everything's handmade. Everything's coated to perfection. The interior turned out awesome. But when we got done, we had to live with the gaps in the paint that we had. Everything else we did kind of exceeded what we had for paint gaps at first it was a tough pill for me to swallow, because I knew what we would have had with a little bit more time and a little bit more money to have went ahead and painted the car. But the owner's ecstatic that we didn't. He drives it a lot. He doesn't worry about scratching it, dinging it.
No, brother, I think you nailed it. I don't think I would change a thing. If you do bring it back, you know, I'd do it just the same way it is.
Right.
And again, I appreciate you giving me time today to tell me a little
Thank
bit
you, I
about it.
appreciate it, and all of that coming from you is a huge compliment. Thank you so much.
So there you go, from the 2019 Concept 1 Pulley Systems Track Day from the Atlanta Motorsports Park, a 1966 Chevy Chevelle. Hope you all have enjoyed it. See ya!
Hey y'all, make sure you subscribe to this channel and visit ScottieDTV.com for an easy way to search the hundreds of videos I have posted. Either click the link in the description or the one at the end of this video.